Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to be showing you all how to take profit. Where should you take your profit? One of the common frustrations with traders, or what common frustrations traders go through, it's where they can take their profit. So you've taken this beautiful trade and the price is going in your direction, the trade is going in your direction, right? So you're already $10 in, $1,000 in profit, but you don't know where to take your profit. You don't know where to stop. Should you allow it to go a little bit higher, or you should take it now? What if you take it now and the market retraces back, right? Lucky. What if you take it and the market also goes higher? How do you take your profit? In this video, I'm going to be showing you 3 major ways to take your profit without any indicator. 3 major ways to take your profit without any indicator at all. Alright. Before we do that, I'm going to give you a few seconds to subscribe. Quickly, in just a few seconds, click the subscription button, like the video, and click the notification bell, turn on the notification bell so that you could get valuable contents like this once we post them. You can't afford to be late, guys. You can't afford to be late. Complete my nice makeup while you click the subscribe button and like the video as well. Ooh, looking good. Have you subscribed? Oh, okay. Oops, my beard. Now, let's say you have a trade. You took a trade from this level, right? The market came down and you did a good analysis. It's going to go up, broke trend line, and now it's headed up. Where will you take your trade? Now, it's important to know that the market moves from zone to zones. The market moves from zone to zone. Alright? The market moves from zone to zone. So if the market moves from this zone, if it's in an uptrend, where is it going to? It's going to the next zone. If it moves from that zone where it is, it's going to the next zone. If it breaks this zone and the support holds, it's going to the next zone. If this resistance holds and the market begins to move, where is the price going to? It's going back to the next zone. The market always moves from zone to zones. Now that we have that at the back of our minds, one of the ways you can take your profit is from the zone, the next major zone. That's one significant way to take your profit, the next major zone. Alright? In other words, once you place a trade here, your take profit target should be the next major zone. That should be your take profit target, the next major zone. Now let me show you this in chart, in real-time chart. We're looking at the GBP USD chart. Let's say, where can we go? How far can we go? Okay, let's move from here. Now let's move from here. Let's just assume we entered our trade at this sell. We did our analysis and entered our trade at that sell. Take profit level above major zone. Where is going to be the next? Where do you think the next take profit zone should be? Where is the market headed? It's headed to the next one. This is the next one. You get it. See how the market moves to that zone, right? Now it breaks the zone. After breaking the zone, where does it go again? The next zone. It moves straight down to the next zone. Now this is real-time charts. This is real-time GBP USD, the weekly time frame. Now this zone holds. This major zone is holding. The market couldn't break it. in other words, is reversing. Where did the market get to? The next major zone. Do you see it? Very interesting, right? Yeah, really interesting. Now this is basic information for beginners. Now after that, this zone held. Where did the market move to? The next major zone. But before it got there, see how it played, went up, came down, went up. It's going to take me out. It came back down, went up, came back down, went up, came back. Finally, but overall, it headed to the next major zone. Now let's look at another example. Now this zone held, right? Where did it get to? Let's see. And voila, next major. It played around, came back down, played around. Overall, still to zone. This didn't quite hit, got very close, right? Now that brings us to the second one. But before we talk about the second one, look at how this chart played out. It didn't get to the zone, right? It didn't get to that zone. There's still a gap. Yeah, there's still space there. But see how it plays out. It comes down, plays down. Let's assume your trade is still open, right? It plays, just keeps playing with us, right? Remember, it still has to go to the next zone. Just keeps playing, and then all of a sudden it starts heading where the next major zone. You get it? Eventually it gets to the next major zone. So that tells us that even while it was doing all of these things, yeah, it had eyes at the next major zone. Now let's see this again. Same thing, plays out, comes back, acts as if it wants to go up. In fact, funny enough, it breaks. Looks as if it broke the trend line. Yeah, right? Now, but overall, where does it go? Next major zone. And then it just continues like that. Next major zone. If you look at every chart, that's what you'll find. Every chart, that's what you'll find. The market moves from zone to zone. Right? Moves from zone to zone. Now, so what that tells us is, let's get rid of all of these. Are we done? No. That was a lot of illustration right there. Okay, I think this is where we can work. So if that tells you, let's get rid of this. That tells you that once you enter a trade, one of the places you should be looking at taking your profit is the next major zone. Let's assume you entered a trade somewhere here because of this pin, right? Your take profit is the next major zone. It hits it easily, comfortably. It's just a matter of time. It's going to hit the next major zone, right? It's just a matter of time. And one of the beautiful things about taking your profit at the next major zone is that it gives you a very good risk to reward ratio. A very, very good risk to reward ratio. And all you need to do is just manage your trade. You don't need to be looking at your charts every time. That's a whole lot of stress. So let's assume you took profit. You entered a trade somewhere around here. So assume somewhere around here. Okay, on this break. Okay, let's say that. And this is even, let's go to the 4-hour time frame, because we don't take trades on the weekly time frame or monthly time frame. We just use those time frames for our analysis. Right, let's look at this analysis we have right in front of us right now. Let's assume we enter a trade here. Let's just assume we enter a trade right where the price is right now, and then our stop loss is somewhere around here. Let's just keep it below the support. Where is our take profit going to go to? The next major zone. You see how this gives you a whopping 1:7 reward. In fact, almost 8:1 reward to risk ratio. So if you risked $1,000 on this trade, you're potentially going to make $7,000. You get it? Now let's imagine the stop loss is even tighter. Let's imagine the stop loss is even tighter. It gives you a whopping 11 reward to risk ratio. That area right here. Right? So that's the best way to determine your overall take profit level. That's one of the best ways to determine your overall take profit levels. Right? So let's assume you have a trade. So that will be your take profit level. Now let's look at the second way to take your profit, because the market will not always go there. Sometimes the market could retrace, right? Sometimes the market could retrace. Let's see if we have an example. Let's see if we have an example. Okay, so I see an example right here. Now this brings us right to our second way of taking profit. So you see how the markets moved from here, back here, came back, move, came back, right? Before eventually going down to the next major zone. Okay, now this in between zones, there's something we call the middle of the zone, 50% of the zone. In between two zones, there are some charts that respect the 50%. There are some pairs, commodities, prices that respect the middle of two zones, the 50% of two zones. What we mean is, you see this is a zone right here, and this is another zone right here. Now in between this zone is where you have this green line. If you draw, let's use our Fibonacci. That's how we came to easily determine this. So the Fibonacci just gives us the 50% easily. You see that? So we expect the price around here. Now this doesn't always work. Not all prices respect the 50% zone. There are some. If you look at this chart, you see how we have 50% take profit levels in some of the zones, between some of the zones. We don't have any here, right? We have here, we have here, we don't have any. Just a sec. We don't have any here, right? We also do not have any here. Now why is that so? Because when you look left, you'll get to find out that the price didn't respect, historically, the price didn't respect any 50% here. It just shot up. Like look at this. See how it moved? Just moved down. It didn't respect any 50%. Right? But look at how this moves. It came up, got to 50%, came down, went again, came down, went again. You see that? Right? Do you see that? And when it eventually came here, it did the same thing. Came here, went again, came. Same thing. So this gives us an idea that in the future, the price is going to do the same thing. Alright? Let's see if we have another example. We already looked at this example right here. Alright? So that gave us an idea that when the price gets to this in the future, it's most likely going to do the same thing. So what we can do in anticipation is we could set our take profit 1 at this level. Just as we enter the trade there, let's set our take profit 1 here, And then once it hits our take profit one, we move our stop loss to break even. Right? And we just keep repeating that until the price eventually gets to the next major zone, like this right here. You get it? So your take profit is hit. If it doesn't hit your two take profit, if it doesn't hit your first take, if it doesn't hit your second take profit, it has a higher chance of hitting the first take profit, the 50% of the zone. You get it? Now, the third way of taking profits, let's go to the 4-hour chart. The third way of taking your profit, where you can take your profit on the chart. You don't have to lose your profits. How can you be in profit and still lose it? Right? The third way to take your profit is by taking your profit at the second reward to risk ratio. This is what we mean. Should I share this or should I not share this? Should I? It's proprietary information. Should I? Okay, so let's say you take, okay, let me do this randomly. Let's not give out everything for free. Now we have VIP members who have paid for this kind of information. So let's say we have the trade. This is your support level, right? We have the next major zone, and then we have our 50% level. Where is my horizontal line? Cool. Let's assume 50% level is here. I'll change this to green real fast. Okay, cool. Now the price might not get to this level, talk much of this level. So what can you do? What else can you do? Is to use your 1:2 reward to risk. So let's assume you took your stop loss is somewhere here. So your first take profit level will be 1:2. Right? Do you guys see this? Okay, can I? Okay. This area, see this 1:2 here? That area. Let's keep it on 2, yeah, cool. So this area, right? You see where I'm circling that area. So you take your profit, your first profit, you could take your first profit there, just put a mark there and then allow the rest to run to this. More often, it's going to hit your 2:1 reward to risk ratio frequently. So once it does that, you can then move your take profits to. So at this point, at this first take profit level, you can take a certain percentage of your position out, move your take profits, your stop loss to break even, and then allow the rest run to this area. When it runs to that area, you move another percentage out and leave the rest to run to the next zone. Do you guys get it? So this way, your trading, your profit is secured. Once you make profit, it's secured. These are some of the ways you can take profit. Some of the best ways you can take profit. You get it? So the first one we said market moves from zone to zone. The next one we said market sometimes respects the 50% level between the zones. And then the second one is 2:1 reward to risk ratio. Yeah, so you try this out on your trade and you see how it works perfectly. Alright guys, we're gonna have to see you in the next video. This video is already getting too long. If you haven't liked the video at this point, make sure you like the video before leaving. And if you would like to join our VIP channel, the link is in the description section. Just click it and it will route you to a form. You fill the form. Now that form is to enable us to know you better and know what suits you better, because we don't just want to give you signals, take your money for subscription. We know where we want to make sure you are profitable. And if we sell you, if we give you the wrong kind of signal, you trade it on the wrong account, you're going to blow your account. We know this. If the risk is not healthy for that account, it's going to blow the account, and we don't want that with our signals. So we like to protect our reputation. With the form, we know exactly what kind of trader you are, right? And we know the capital you're planning to use, and we can advise what kind of account for you to use. Alright, so just fill the form already and you'll see how this works. Alright guys, see you in the next video.